My name is Elston, welcome to my channel ELSTONATIONS. In this video I'm going to talk to you about something I should have spoken about a long time ago. The reason I'm doing this video is completely selfish. I was supposed to do this video about 8 months ago. I had a man cave built. So what you're seeing right now. I meant to do a vlog showing it how it all came to be. It became really stressful and I didn't like it anymore. But after spending close to a year in this, I feel like it's finally time to tell you about this man cave. It has absolutely nothing to do with the fact that Ben from Benji's Hobbies may well be in the process of setting up his new man cave and may do a video about his second man cave setup before I've even done one. So it's absolutely nothing to do with that at all. Okay? Cool. So, this is my man cave. This is where I have been spending a lot of my time. Now, think what you will about what I do in my own time in my own little cave, but this is where you will experience and see where I do said things. That's made this video a lot more twisted, but enjoy! So, let's explain a little bit about the concept, the vision, and the absolute arseache that it was to get this thing set up. So before this was an actual man cave, this was some sort of kind of shed outhouse thing. I don't have any pictures of it because it was absolutely fucking disgusting. I'm not joking, mold. Everywhere. So you get the point. I don't want to show pictures of that. However, I can show you pictures of the process. What happened once they knocked it down, some pictures of it slowly being assembled. A little video clip of me and my dog walking through the skeletons of the building, and the builders completing said work. I wish there was more to it than that, but to be honest with you, I paid them a lot of money to do the work. So, yeah, anyone that's had an extension on a house, you know what I'm going through. So after it was built, it was then time for us to do things. Floors went in, walls were painted. I tried to paint it metal. However, I decided to put black paint in after I just put white paint on the walls, which turned it a weird grey colour. So when you see me try and paint this weird wall colour, a kind of grey-black mess, that's what happened. I'm not pulling any punches here, people. I'm telling you the full nitty-gritties of how I completely fucked up. Anyway, the wall turned black eventually. Now, why do I have a black wall? That will become more apparent later on. So don't you worry. I'm not full goth. I'm semi-goth. Semi-goth. I was a metalhead. I wasn't a goth though. Didn't wear makeup. But I did wear baggy trousers and I had a chain attached to my wallet because that was what was cool in the 90s. Anyway, that was metal. Can't believe you used to wear that stuff. Sorry about the sound, everything like that. I'm sorry, this is vlog mode. I don't usually do this, but I'm super excited. Check this out, right. This, I'm gonna show you, is the new extension. Here's the new man cave. Check it out. The floor is incredibly dusty, so they've only just left. You enjoying it, Loki? Yeah, you enjoying it? Yeah, you like looking dusty. We've got plenty of electric sockets, a double, got two doubles, got another two doubles, got another double, then we got another double there, and also controlling the outside. Also got Ethernet, which I've done wonky, so, but hey ho, it's going to be underneath the desk. We've got the black wall, it's black. There's a reason why it's black. Hopefully that will become apparent if this all works, if my plan all works. The light switch is also white because I've really got to give people a fighting chance. If it was all black, they would not be able to see anything. Just to confirm, the door is black as well. This is the new studio. I'm sorry if I've made you all dizzy or feel seasick. That's just part of it. I'm super excited. Super excited. I'm signing off. I've got to go do stuff. Anyway, after that was done, I had a vision. I had a plan. Believe it or not, I had stuff I wanted to do. And I ordered lots of stuff. Now, anyone that's going to attempt this at home, beware of this. I ordered more stuff than I required. Why? Because I'm an idiot. I wish there was more to it than that, but yeah, just generally, I am a bit of an idiot. I had a plan, though. This was an opportunity for me to make something special. Something for me. Something where I could do my hobby and encompass and incorporate all the things that I do in that hobby into the design here. What applied to me was a few different things. I needed a workspace large enough. That was one of the key points. I needed a workspace that was large enough to accommodate my needs, my requirements. That's what I needed. So I needed a workbench. I also needed a computer because I watch YouTube videos and internet stuff all the time. So I needed a spot for my computer to go. I also paint lots of armies, so I needed a space to put them as well. I also needed a space to put all the tools that I use, all the solvents, all the glues, all the putties, all the brushes, all the working tools, the whole lot. Now, I thought, this is a brand new room. This new room is massive. I've got all the space. I can put everything in here and it won't be a problem. To you that think the same as I did, you're wrong. You will not believe how much you've hoarded and put away and how much that hoarded stuff just fills up everything. Now, with me, I have a weird problem that not that many wargamers have. I've got a lot of painted armies. I know, shock horror. But I do. I've got a lot of painted armies. So I needed a place to display them. I hoped I'd be able to display them all, but my armies are monstrous, so that was kind of wishful thinking. But I wanted to optimize as much as I can. I also wanted to bring as much furniture as I can from another place because furniture's really expensive, so I didn't want to spend a lot. However, I did spend a lot because I'm an idiot. Step 1. Shelving. I thought I'd tackle the biggest thing first. This thing, the mighty Kallax, from the wonderful place called Ikea, was my first task. The Kallax has multiple options. Blank boxes, shelved boxes, cupboards, drawers, the whole lot. Also, with another IKEA unit I brought from my old room, which is my chest of drawers, which has got all my unpainted stuff. Not all of my unpainted stuff, a lot of my unpainted stuff in there. There's so much to paint, there's so much to paint, oh. Next, we still need to assemble said IKEA unit. So, let's assemble that thing. I think it's time for a little bit of a montage. After that was assembled, I wanted to make it cool because I'm a YouTuber and I like to make things cool. So I decided to put lights on them. Now I'm going to turn them on here and I have no idea if it's actually going to do anything, but let's have a look. On. They are now on and have proven their maximum effectiveness. Maximum effectiveness. So I've got some LED lights strips, which are probably the worst strips that you could buy because I went cheap on them. Because I'm an idiot. So if you're going to do it, get some good LED lights. The ones where you can change them. You can change the colours on these ones, but purple is just a red and a blue light next to each other. So it doesn't really make that much of a purple. So, yeah. Again, idiot. I've done extra things, like I've put shelves here, which are actually attached to the wall, but they look like they extend out of the Kallax unit itself, to give me extra display space. Next came the really daunting task of my desk. You can't see that. It's down there. What I did was I took Luke's advice on this one. I thought I could do one better than Luke. Luke made a desk of an Ikea worktop, and it was pretty cheap, kind of cheap, but it did the job and it looked really good. And I thought, you know what, I'm not going to be cheap. I'm going to get solid wood, right? Solid wood. And I wanted it to fill the entire length of the wall. So I ordered a 4-meter worktop of solid wood. Any carpenters out there know that solid wood is heavy as fuck. Also, it doesn't cut very easily as well. Because I'm an idiot, I thought I could just cut this 4 meters into length and just put it on some legs and shove it in there. Because I'm an idiot. But I persevered. So I got this stupidly heavy piece of wood, and I realized because it's so big, I couldn't actually get into the garden because of the dynamics of my house, and straight things going around bendy objects doesn't really work. So I had to cut it inside my house because I'm an idiot. And oh dear Lord, that was, house smelt of burning wood for a while. So, yeah, solid wood, worktops, heavy as shit, and don't cut very easily, because I'm an idiot. But I managed to achieve it. Then I hacked away at it for a bit to create curves to put the wires and the cables that I wanted to do through, so it's its own little bit of cable management. It's not very tidy though, but I can't see it, so it's fine. And then I managed to get it back in the house, put some legs on it, and put it up against the wall. Not gonna lie, probably one of the most physically challenging things I've ever done in my life. And I've been in martial arts tournaments. Idiot. Just remember, idiot. Don't worry. You're getting the picture, right? Anyway, the legs are an adjustable height from Ikea. I can't remember what they're called. I will put links in the description below if I remember. You can adjust them to the height. Now, I really wanted to control the height of my desk. I have seen one too many people with back issues because they're a tall bugger and they really sit high up, and then happens, and they've all got back problems. I didn't want that to happen, so I made the desk quite high. So desk is up. Now, with the desk, I wanted to make my man cave a transformer. I wanted it to have all the bells and whistles. I had a Kallax unit with cupboards and shelves and everything like that, and I thought, this is great. And I grabbed one of my sets of drawers from the old man cave and I put it down there. I thought, that's great. And I put the computer the other side of it, and that was great. Then I set up the monitor stands for the computer. That was great. A little bit wonky, but great. Then I started becoming smart. So I wasn't an idiot on this point. This point, I think I'm pretty clever at. I invested in some laptop trays. These wonderful little pieces of equipment are designed for storing laptops in offices. These laptop trays would sit either side of me as I was painting or working on something. Right hand side is for paint stuff, like brushes, dry brushing pads, wet palette stuff, all that jazz. Left hand side is for assembly tools. So at any given time while I'm working on a project, I can move my hands left or right and find the required thing I need to build, assemble, or paint. Okay, after moving the other bits of units in here from the old room. I put a set of shelves up to hold all my terrain bits and bobs, so if I quickly need to work on terrain, I can grab stuff, and that's also where all the glues and primers and everything, and all the big bottles live. At this point, I was thinking, cool, I'm nearly done. Now that I've got all this, it's time to start putting everything in place. So the books, the models, and then I realized the paints. Where was I going to put the paints? And I came up with one of my greatest idiotic decisions to date. The wall of paint. Another thing I wanted was an area where I could see my paints and grab them easily accessible. The wall of paint consists of nail polish racks, which I got off of eBay, and I'm pretty sure they came from China. They came from somewhere I couldn't pronounce that had a lot of X's and Z's and I's and A's in it. Anyway, these nail polish racks are perfect for paints. However, you do need a place to store them, and they're wall mountable, so you kind of need to drill into your own walls. So if you're renting a property, may not be the best idea. If you own your own property, or your mum and dad don't mind you drilling into the wall, I bet you they do, regardless of who you are, you can put these things on a wall. Drilled into the wall, put some raw plugs in, screwed them on, bingo. But didn't want to get away with just 4 or 5, so I got a lot of them. And I made an entire wall of paint. I do not use at least 75% of these paints, even though they're right in front of me. I cannot remember where they are or what they're doing because it's a giant wall of paint. And I thought I'd be clever and I'd do some cool editing for a video because that's what YouTubers do, isn't it? So I tried this. Now, what you might be realizing right about now is there's a lot of fucking paints here. This is going to take a while. So I'm going to leave you with this wonderful sound and put on a little bit of music for you to listen to. To be honest with you, by the time everything had been put in place, I'd had enough of this. This is my dream man cave. Absolute dream. I was absolutely sick of it. However, it was winter time and I couldn't go outside, so I had to stay in here. So I acclimatized to this room by doing the one thing which I've been doing for the past 20 odd years, and that's just sit and paint things while it was freezing cold, because the heating doesn't work that well in this room. It's a new room and the heating doesn't work because it's at the arse end of the house and everywhere else gets hot bar this one. But it's done. This is my new man cave. There's got to be well over 1,000 models on display here, and it made me realize I'm an actual animal. I'm genuinely happy that I've got this. It's a place where I can chill out and be me, and it's my cave, my den, my happy place, as I said at the beginning, where I do my personal things. This gives you a little bit of an insight into what I did. I haven't gone through all the specifics because, to be honest with you, a lot of them are just shelving units. And that's that really, there's not much else to it. Organizing a space like this is a wonderful scenario because what it has done has allowed me to fully embrace my insanity of painting large armies. My workspace is at optimum capacity where I can paint thousands of models in one go. This is not for everyone. So if you've ever gone through something like this, I'd be intrigued to know. It'd be nice to know what you did differently, or if you've got any advice for anyone else that might be doing it of how to go about this. As I said, I have a built room. This is an actual part of my house with insulation, roofing, all that jazz, like heating, electronics and everything like that. So I appreciate not everyone can do this. And trust me, it cost me a lot of money because I'm an idiot. So I haven't painted that much this year, but people who watch the podcast Wargamers Anonymous, you know what I'm setting up for. I'm setting up for the ultimate operation finish all projects. If you don't know what Wargamers Anonymous is, it's a podcast I do with my good friend Pickle. And on there is where I created Operation FAP But I'll tell you more about FAP the next time. Don't you worry, you'll hear about my FAP. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've enjoyed this silly video. This is my hole. Welcome to my hole. See you next time. You can do better than me, because you're not idiots. Okay? You're not idiots. Don't know why I'm putting on this voice, but you're not idiots. You can do better. Do better than me. I tell you I wanted more. Oh god, what's happened to me? When did I become this monster? Hi, Loki. Hi, bud. You okay? Yeah, you okay. If you ever thought you were a dumb person, don't you worry. I'm here. I'm here for you. Anyway, hi camera down there. How you doing? Don't you worry. All my secrets are coming soon. All of them. That was weird. All of them. All of them. Honest to God, I have no idea what's going on in my brain today, because silly is what I do now. I could do serious and tutorials, but I think these are more entertaining